everyone. Welcome back to the LinguaFlow English Podcast, the place where you can practice real English and think about your life at the same time. I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. Thanks for letting us jump into your headphones today. We promise to be friendly guests in your ears.
Yeah, we'll take off our shoes and be polite. So, David, quick question. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, I had so many ideas. But my biggest dream was to be a famous chef, like on TV, you know? White hat, sharp knives, everyone cheering while I flipped pancakes in the air.
And what did you actually get?
A tiny kitchen at home, and my little sister shouting, "David, you burned the toast again!"
Okay, fair. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a famous writer. I imagined a quiet room, stacks of books, and my name on the cover of a bestseller.
Ooh, nice. And what did you actually get?
My quiet room was the school library. My bestseller was a diary I hid under my pillow, and my only reader was my cat, who mostly just sat on the pages.
Still a loyal audience. I like it.
But even if those childhood dreams were a little dramatic, they still did something, right? They made life exciting.
Yeah, they really did. And that's what we want to talk about today. Dreams and goals. The big dreams in your heart and the small goals that make them possible.
Exactly. And before we go deeper, let's make one language point really clear. A dream is often the big picture, the thing you hope for someday.
And a goal is the small, practical thing you can actually do now. So the dream is the destination, and the goal is the next step on the road.
Yes, that difference matters so much. If a dream stays only in your imagination, it can feel beautiful but far away.
But if you break it into goals, suddenly it can move. It starts to feel real.
Maybe it's easier if we share our own dreams and goals, so you can hear real examples.
Yeah, let's get a little personal. Okay, I'll go first. One of my dreams is to write a cookbook one day.
Oh, a cookbook. What kind?
Simple, healthy food for busy people. I imagine colorful photos, easy instructions, and stories about each recipe. Maybe even videos where I teach people to cook without stress.
So, sharing your kitchen adventures with the world.
Yes, but right now, I work in an office and I can barely cook dinner for myself. So I ask myself the same question. What small goal can I start now?
And what did you choose?
My simple goal is every Friday evening I try one new recipe, even if it's just a different way to cook eggs or a new salad. I write down what worked and what failed.
Like building your cookbook, one page at a time.
Exactly. And also, I take one photo of each dish with my phone, no matter how ugly it looks, just to practice seeing food like a storyteller.
So, your dream is a published cookbook. Your goals are to cook one new thing every week and take photos, even bad ones.
Yes. So I'm not only waiting for that future book, I'm collecting stories and skills right now in my own kitchen.
I like that. You're already living a little bit of your dream even before the book exists.
Exactly. And now your turn. What's one of your dreams?
One of my dreams is to travel around Europe by train someday.
Oh, train travel. Tell us more.
I imagine sitting by a big window, watching mountains and villages pass by. I want to visit small cafes in Paris, walk across bridges in Prague, and eat pasta in Rome, all while practicing my language skills with real people.
Like a slow adventure, not just a tourist rush.
Exactly. A slow adventure. And I also have a second dream that connects to this. I want to learn photography so I can capture all those moments. Sunsets, old buildings, and interesting faces.
So, two big dreams, traveling Europe and learning photography.
Exactly. But if I only sit and imagine it, nothing will happen. So I asked myself, what is one small goal I can do now, this year?
And what did you choose?
My small goal is every Sunday I learn one new photography technique for just 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes. Sometimes I practice taking photos of flowers in my neighborhood, or I watch a short video about light and shadows.
So, little by little, your skills grow.
Yes, it's not fast, but it's real. And every time I pick up my camera for those 20 minutes, I feel like I'm saying to my dream, I'm preparing slowly, but I'm preparing.
I like that sense so much. I'm preparing slowly, but I'm preparing.
Yeah, so for me, the dream is big, traveling Europe with a camera. The goal is small, 20 minutes of practice on Sundays.
Big dream, tiny weekly action.
Okay, David, your turn. What about you?
Well, another dream I have is to become really confident speaking English in front of people. I can do this podcast with you, sure, but if you put a crowd in front of me, my brain starts acting weird.
That's honest and very human.
Right? So my goal is simple. Every week, I record myself speaking for 2 minutes about one topic: food, travel, work, anything. Then I listen back and notice one thing to improve.
That is such a good goal. It sounds small, but it trains your voice, your confidence, and your ear.
Exactly. I don't need to become perfect in one day. I just need to keep showing up.
That phrase is important too. Show up. It means to be there, to keep participating, to not disappear when things feel hard.
Yeah, and that's one of the best ideas in today's episode. Your dream does not need a giant leap every day. It needs regular attention.
Okay, let's talk about the hard part now. Because dreams sound beautiful, but real life gets complicated.
You mean the moments when you feel like giving up?
Yes, or when other people don't really believe in your dream. That can hurt a lot.
Yeah, that feeling is heavy. You're excited inside, but when you share your dreams, someone says, "That's impossible," or "Be realistic," or just laughs a little.
And sometimes it's not even other people. Sometimes it's your own voice saying, maybe I'm too busy, or I'm not talented enough, or I'm too old to start.
So, in this part, let's talk about how to protect your dream from other people's doubts and from your own negative thoughts.
Like giving your dream a small jacket and umbrella so it doesn't catch a cold.
Yes, a dream jacket. I want one.
Let's start with other people. Sometimes when you tell someone your dream, they say something that feels very discouraging.
Yeah, maybe you say, "I want to travel around Europe by train." And they say, "Do you know how expensive that is?" Or, "You don't even speak French. You'll get lost."
That really hurts, especially when it comes from family or friends.
But here's something important. Many times, their words are about their fear, not your limit.
They are scared of risk. They feel insecure about their own dreams, so they prefer safe and comfortable, and they try to keep you there too.
It's like you want to climb a small mountain, and they say, "No, no, stay on the sofa. It's dangerous up there."
So, what should we do with those comments?
First, don't let one negative voice become the whole room. If someone doubts your dream, that doesn't mean the dream is wrong.
Yes. And second, choose carefully who you talk to. Find people who ask questions, support your effort, and don't rush to kill your hope.
I love that. People who don't rush to kill your hope. That's a strong image.
It is. And sometimes you don't need a big speech. You just need a small boundary. Like, thanks for your opinion, but I'm still exploring this idea.
Nice. Calm, polite, firm.
Now let's talk about your own negative thoughts, because honestly, those can be even louder.
Oh, yes, the inner critic. The tiny voice that says, "You're behind, you're late, other people are better."
Exactly. And the problem is, that voice sounds like truth when you're tired.
So, what do we do when that voice shows up?
On those days, don't make big decisions about your dream. Just focus on one tiny thing.
For example, you can say, "Today, I feel bad. I don't want to plan a whole trip, but I will still look at one train map for 5 minutes."
This is how you show loyalty to your dream. Loyalty means you stay with something even when it's not easy.
So instead of asking, "Am I brave enough for a solo trip?" you ask, "What can I explore in my own neighborhood this weekend?"
5 minutes can feel small, but emotionally, it's very powerful. It tells your heart, I still care.
I really like that. And maybe this is a good time for a little vocabulary check.
Yes, let's do it. Vocabulary time.
First word, dream. A dream is something you hope to do or become in the future.
Second word, goal. A goal is a specific thing you want to achieve, often in a shorter time.
Third word, step. A step is one action that moves you closer to your goal.
Fourth word, direction. Direction means the way you are moving, even if you are not there yet.
And fifth word, realistic. Realistic means practical and possible in real life.
Great! And remember, realistic does not mean boring. It means workable.
Exactly. A realistic goal can still support a beautiful dream.
Let's make it concrete. If your dream is to start a small business, a realistic goal might be researching one idea for 15 minutes a day.
If your dream is to write a novel, a realistic goal might be 300 words after breakfast.
If your dream is to become healthier, a realistic goal might be a short walk after dinner.
And if your dream is to improve English, maybe it's listening to one podcast episode and repeating a few sentences aloud.
Exactly. Tiny steps matter. They are not too small. They are the bridge.
I think people sometimes wait for motivation to become huge and magical.
But motivation often comes after action. You start small and then energy grows.
Right. Action first, motivation second.
Okay, let's do one more personal example. Imagine two people. One says, someday I want to be a photographer. The other says, this week I'm going to take 10 photos of interesting light in my neighborhood.
The second person is giving the dream a body. It's moving through the world.
Yes, and that's why goals are powerful. They turn hope into habits.
Habits are just repeated small actions, right?
Exactly. And repeated small actions become progress.
So maybe right now you can quietly ask yourself, if my dream is not a deadline, but a direction, what is one gentle step I can take this week? Maybe researching one city, buying a notebook for recipes, or just taking a walk with open eyes.
That question is so powerful.
It is, because it keeps the dream alive without crushing you with pressure.
And before we finish, I want to remind everyone of something important. Your dream does not have to look impressive to other people.
Oh, that's good.
It only has to matter to you enough that you're willing to care for it.
That's beautiful, Sarah.
Thank you. And maybe your dream changes over time. That's okay too.
Yeah, dreams can grow, shrink, move, and become clearer. You're allowed to change your mind.
The important thing is to keep listening to yourself and keep taking that next small step.
So today we talked about big dreams, small goals, negative voices, and the quiet power of steady action.
And we hope you can use these ideas in your own life. Think about one dream and one small goal you can begin this week.
Maybe write it down, say it out loud, tell a friend, or just keep it private and start quietly.
Yes, quiet starts are still starts.
And if today felt helpful, come back to it when you need a reminder.
This was the LinguaFlow English Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm David.
Take care, keep going, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye. Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.